Well done, Dan and Clem. You deserve the internet. If we start our day with one good deed, it has the power to transform someone else's day. Not too long ago, it was uncommon for hip-hop artists to be associated with the word goodness. However, times have changed and South African personalities are lending their voices and hands to a campaign that's spreading goodness among learners in South Africa. And one of them is a hip-hop artist with a heart of gold. It's Proverb. As part of the Krush Goodness campaign, the Clover Krush Goodness crew is making their way to 12 schools across 5 provinces. And musician and television executive Proverb is part of the team.
You never know who's going to listen to your material. You know, I'm a parent. My kids are going to listen to my material. My parents are going to listen to this material. Look at these school kids. If I was to do one of my songs, they are going to hear it. So I always ask myself, what is it that I'm trying to impart? So I choose to build with my music rather than destroy. I subscribe to what they aim to achieve, which is to spread goodness, but also to try and inculcate that habit of spreading goodness. It's pivotal, you know, to these kids. Remember, a lot of them have to walk from school and to school as well. It's also about self-esteem and just being adequately prepared. And for me, school shoes is one of the very bare minimums and basics of preparing somebody to come and receive education. So I think, again, awesome initiative which I proudly endorse and happy to be a part of.
In partnership with Smart Steps by Novita, 10,000 pairs of school shoes are being handed to learners that will not only protect their feet, but also boost their self-confidence.
I used to go to school barefooted. I only started wearing shoes when I'm at high school. So just imagine now a learner for these days coming to school without shoes. It's so painful. Just imagine you coming to school without shoes. Your mind will be divided. You can't concentrate because some of the learners will laugh at you because you don't have shoes. But now all learners will be having new shoes. So we are so excited to receive these shoes because each and every learner from today will having a brand new school shoes. When they come to school, they will be proud and they will concentrate in their studies because they will be in a full school uniform.
Clover Krush knows that a little goodness goes a long way, and this is also an ethos Proverb has carried throughout his career, making a collaboration an easy decision.
He speaks positivity, he's a family man, he's always dedicated to everything that he puts his mind to, and we wanted him to be part of the campaign because of what he stands for. We didn't want the campaign to exclude anyone, so we went in with the mindset that we're going to help each and every student with a brand new pair of school shoes. School pair of shoes might not mean a lot, but to these kids that we've seen and to these teachers that within the schools that we've visited, it's meant everything, and that's what we wanted to do as a brand.
I got the new school shoes. I'm excited because of my shoes were broken and I didn't want to advertise them.
Seeing Proverb in life was very amazing and inspiration. A message that he told us is when you work hard, you can get success in life. He comes from a small village, but look at him now. He owns companies, he's famous, he's great, and I want to be like him.
I share my goodness at school and I listen to the teacher. I don't want to be horrible to other kids or other teachers.
The experience was incredible. You know, the kids were very warm, very receptive. And I think the message came through. I also try to make it very simple and ultimately just drive the message of you can be whatever you want to be in this world. The world, honestly, is your oyster. But also to try and impart, you know, the core message of the initiative, which is let's be good to each other. You know, so I encourage us all to just be nicer people, just to spread a little more goodness. We could all use some.
Goodness can uplift entire communities, and with their new school shoes, these young learners are taking their first steps towards a brighter tomorrow.
It's a Friday today on Afternoon Express, and we're gearing up for the weekend by giving you all of the proudly South African feels with the latest in online trends and news. It's called our Online Express.
As with any major event, I beg your pardon, social media always finds time to surprise us with the best memes. And last week's swearing in of our new president was no different. Facebook user Reynard Tureen shared this hilarious photo of a civilian looking rather smitten with Cyril Ramaphosa.
Was he saying, oh?
Absolutely. He captioned it, "Get you a man that looks at you the way this oom looks at Cyril."
Oh, he's standing in the background there, just staring at him so lovingly.
That oom is so in love, hey?
Oh, I just can't believe
Look at how Cyril is going to save our rand.
Oh, Cyril, love it. Now, President Ramaphosa also took part in creating social media trends himself while walking from Gugulet to Athlone, saying, "I want my tummy to fall. So I'm going to continue to do this walking here." The hashtag eventually tummy must fall then hit the streets of Twitter, and everybody took to that whole tweet scene. It was hilarious. And Arthur Salomane shared his picture reading, "Ramaphosa be like, where's your tummy, boy?" Hey? Tummy did fall in 2017,
you know,
but
I
rose
did actually
again.
get an invitation to walk with him, and I thought, sounds nice, I'll check in the morning. And at that time in the morning, I was like, next time.
My nap is more important. I feel ya.
So while in South Africa last week for the premiere of Black Panther, actress Lupita Nyong'o has since said that she had to learn how to pronounce some Xhosa words properly for her role in the film. Lupita will also apparently be adapting Born a Crime, Trevor Noah's life story,
she's
into
playing
a
Trevor's
film.
mom,
and she's going to be playing his mom.
Beautiful and young. This photo obviously trended on Twitter not so long ago, and
it
Instagram.
did.
He posted it, she posted it, everyone was going crazy
Lovely
about it.
sheen on Trevor's jacket there.
I know. MJ, channeling is in the MJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feeling
but it's great news. I'm sure it's going to make a remarkable story.
Indeed. More and more South African talents are going international, and the gorgeous Nandi Madida is no different. So the TV host turned fashion designer first gave us a glimpse of her clothing line while attending the 2016 BET Awards in Los Angeles, and has now officially showed her amazing collection on the runways of New York Fashion Week. It was absolutely epic to see her showcasing. How incredible.
No, it's absolutely beautiful.
That was just the 2016
It's got a body
BETs.
to die for. Yeah.
My
Definitely.
word.
So to catch more behind-the-scenes details and the looks from Nandi's show, tune into Top Billing on SABC3 as our very own Jeannie D was there covering all the gorgeous fashions of Nandi's big moment. We've still got that live performance from Urban Village coming up after the break, so do not go away. This week, feel the goodness on Afternoon Express with Clover Krush. It's often the little things that have the biggest impact, and Clover Krush is spreading goodness by donating school shoes to 10,000 learners across South Africa in partnership with Smart Steps Shoes. Discover some of the beneficiary schools and meet the famous faces who'll be spreading positivity with Clover Krush. Watch Afternoon Express weekdays at 4:30 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.